16 Fridays until Christmas. Man, people are hilarious. December 24th. Ah, dang it, that snuck up on me. Okay, I actually really love Christmas, but the holiday season can sneak up on us, and even people who just love it to death like I can get overwhelmed. So if you actually want to enjoy this holiday season, then stay tuned, because this video is not early, but it's also not too late for you if you're watching this later. Now, because we do a little bit of planning and a bit of work ahead of time, we can actually make it an absolutely amazing time. Now, at the end of this video, I have a secret to tell you all about. But first, let me explain how important the planning is and how I do it. If we haven't met before, my name is Robyn. I help overwhelmed people simplify their lives so that they can start living them. All right, grab your tea and let's go. Now, I love Christmas, but I used to find I wanted to do everything, and I ended up getting really stressed as Christmas was drawing near, and that's not cool. So I wanted to bake all of my favorite treats, like Canadian butter tarts and vanilla crunch and all sorts of yummy things. But I also wanted to do a lot of other things. I wanted to watch all of my favorite Christmas movies at least twice, like Christmas Vacation. I gotta watch that one at least 3 times. We watch Elf pretty early in November just to get in the spirit, and I'll get into that in a minute. But I also really wanted to have downtime with my family, and the thing was, that was probably the thing that suffered the absolute most, and I didn't get all of my Christmas movies in either. So I've created a simple system so that everyone, but most importantly, I can enjoy this holiday season. So I have a PDF that I created, and it has the Christmas missions, and also I've got a lot of the things that I do coming up to the holidays. So if you like, you can download that below, print it if you want to, although I would just keep it on my phone if I was you, to keep that paper clutter down. Now, I used to kill myself to get everything done, and then it occurred to me that every Christmas season was not only my kids' holiday, but it was my holiday season too. And I would be pushing myself so hard, and I would feel super defeated and really disappointed. Keep in mind, you only have so many Christmases, no matter how healthy you live your life. So I am the person that actually cares the most about these things, and I really did not want to miss any of them. So a few years, I decided to write everything down I wanted to get done for Christmas. I had been really disappointed with missing out on a lot of things that I really loved, and I thought, I don't want to do that next year. So I'm writing everything down, all of the things I enjoyed, and I keep it in this book. So this is the planner that I use. It's actually just a Pantone book I got from Costco, and I write everything I want to get done down in here. So nothing gets missed unless I want it to get missed. And I have it organized by page, and I have a page for pantry staples, planning, and I will get to that in a second, favorite shows, favorite things, hiding spots, favorite baking, I mean obviously favorite snacks, Christmas dinner, liquor, and a few important recipes that I just don't want to forget that are really important. Now, I was inspired to do this by the lovely Diane in Denmark and the Fly Lady, and I call it my holiday control journal because I think that they call it the holiday control journal. Okay, so the planning page. Now, have you ever realized that you needed winter tires after it snowed? Or that you wanted to buy Christmas lights, but they were sold out of the kind you wanted? That's never going to happen again, because these important things that you do not want to forget, you put them in your phone. And then you really can't ignore this, because this is absolutely crucial. Then you need to put an auto reminder in each of those so that every year on the same day, it reminds you to do these things. Of course, you can tweak these things as well. I also made a video about the calendar and phone, and I will link it above, that little system that I use. Now, important things like getting your hair done, you know, the necessities, you need to put all of these things in your phone. I also put down when I want to decorate. As a Canadian, we don't celebrate American Thanksgiving, obviously, but I try to decorate just before the American Thanksgiving. Sometimes it got pushed into December, like a week into December. And then I was really bummed when it was time to, take the decorations down. But at the same time, I was getting really bothered by a lot of the clutter of Christmas gifts. And I hate clutter, but I also love my Christmas decor, and it is like a bit more decoration than I normally do. So, So put when you want to decorate in your calendar. Actually, I have putting like the Christmas lights on the house in my calendar for like right around Halloween. Only, not that we're going to turn them on then. We live in stormy Vancouver Island, and I don't want my husband up on the roof if it's like crazy stormy out, or it just is not going to happen, which is not cool either. Next, you need to take a hard look at your budget and see how much you've spent in the past and how much you want to spend this year. And here's a bonus tip. If you can start saving for next year's Christmas, just a little bit every month, you will be so glad that you did next year. Next, make a list of people that you need to buy gifts for, and then write them all a note and say that you're going to donate all of the money you're going to spend on gifts because you don't want to contribute to the clutter in their lives. Dear Mom, this year I will not be giving you a Christmas gift. Instead, I will be donating all of the money to charity. Merry Christmas, Mom. Honestly, I wish I wish I could do that, but well, I just didn't think that you wanted the clutter in your house. Okay. You know what? I'll get you a present. I'll get you a present. Now, every year we take our kids to Victoria on Vancouver Island for the Butchart Garden lights. They're amazing. It's like 12 days of Christmas. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I booked that one-night hotel stay when we leave the year prior. So it is over and we do not have to worry about that. We actually didn't get to go last year because of COVID, but I still phoned, changed the reservation. I can't wait. I then decide on restaurants we want to go to, or even, if we don't want to have it like super planned, just sort of an idea, because the worst thing is when everybody's getting hungry and then meltdowns start happening. I mean, and meltdowns with the kids too, not just with me. And then you want to buy tickets for these things in early December or as early as possible. You also want to shop for a lot of your pantry staples like really early, like really early, like the first week of November. There's nothing worse than thinking you want to go ahead and start baking some sugar cookies and then not having the ingredients. And remember, all of this stuff, I love it, but if you don't worry about it. I really go all in and really try to enjoy Christmas as much as I can. But if you're not as into that stuff as me, that's okay. You don't need to worry about that. Next, start baking around November 15th and then freeze it. Now, you're gonna wanna hide it underneath some steamed vegetables that then you've frozen in the freezer, because then when people see them, they're not gonna wanna venture beyond them and they won't find your baked goods. So they'll remain undiscovered until you pull them out. And then everybody's gonna be like, you're a hero because you got all these yummy baked goods. And you're like, I know. Also, don't exhaust yourself. You really need to take care of yourself. Eat well. When you're baking, try one of every treat, but don't go overboard. I mean, sugar can make you feel terrible. Exercise can make you feel great. And also, make sure you get a lot of sleep. Maybe watch the alcohol too. I don't drink a lot of alcohol leading up to Christmas, and I even have a reminder in my phone on Christmas Eve not to have more than 2 drinks, because I never have more than 2 drinks. And in the past, I had 3, and I woke up on Christmas Day, and I was like, I'm not feeling great. Also, set aside one day every week to relax and spend time with your family. You want to have that downtime. You want to watch those movies. You want to enjoy the season and not just be working all the time. Now, I have a bonus tip in a second, but the secret I was mentioning at the beginning is that if you have the time this year, try and get all of the planning and major prep done before December. Now, you might be watching this and it is December. Don't worry about that. You can just go ahead and start planning next year. Honestly, it is so easy if you just make a list of all the things you didn't get done and then just start plugging, make that list, organize them if you like, and then plug them into your phone. Now, you know the planning list I told you about, all of the things we talked about, like the planning days, the budget days, the gift buying, all of that, put it into your calendar. And if it's not too late this year, you will be so glad if you got all of that stuff done. But like I said, if it is like December 28th and you're watching this and you're like, don't worry about it. You could just do it next year and you'll be so glad that you did. I actually did my list and my planning one year right around Christmas Eve because I was feeling so disappointed. And seriously, afterwards, it has just been incredible and so easy. And remember, Christmas will be here before you know it, and you will be so thrilled at how organized you are. Last year I made a Christmas video, click here. And this year I just made the one on the calendar on the iPhone, so click here. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.